Hello everyone, this is going to be the Void with yet another game of Marine Arena, and this is going to be cast from replay because I was playing this game and I was like, hey, this is kind of a cool game.
Complete.
I mean, it went very well. I just, well, as you can see by the video title probably, I'm going to go Warp Zealots, and this is basically the build to go when you want to go AFK for a long time in your game. So right now I'm just, killing my rocks, doing my usual rock killing thing. I always open stim because it makes the marines just that much more powerful. Here notice how I always put the zealots out front. I want my zealots to tank so my marines can deal the DPS at the early game. So you want your zealots up front and not your marines. This, yeah, should be fairly logical. And here I see blue here and I was like, oh, ruh-roh, gotta retreat. Look, those marines are very juicy, but the specters are gonna eat me up, so better not do that. Be careful here. I also wanted to be a bit careful for the save here, but I didn't get saviored. And here I got 500 minerals. Should have spent this a bit sooner. Actually, a ton sooner. Here I was in base and I was like, hey, wait a minute, I got 500 minerals. What do I get? I get 1 mercenary armor. And basically, if you want a build path for this build I'm going, what I usually do is just get 2 armor, then I sit AFK until the 10-minute mark, then I get the Warp Zealots, then I get these training upgrades, and then I just wreck everybody. That's basically how this build is supposed to be going, but of course, every game is different, every game is unique, so you should be very... Here it was a bad decision to attack the Guardian Shield. I should have seen these Marines here. They have no Zealots or Spectres or anything. Pure Marines are they're so good feed. I look at this and I'm like, hey, why don't I attack that? Why am I not attacking this? Why am I attacking the Guardian Shield? The Guardian Shield was a really bad choice. But here I just nom away. Oh, as you can see here, I get my second armor upgrade. And right now I'm like, hey, I already got 300 minerals, so I do not need to engage a bit. I got 2 armor on my zealots. As you can see, I have 300 minerals, which I will need for the 800 the warp zealots cost. So from this point on, I'm basically AFK. I put 1 zealot here just for safety purposes, the safety zealots, should they come rushing by, I will see them, because it can happen that they'll just walk on by. Here I'm a bit AFK, nothing happens, so I'm just gonna go to scat. Oh, he's zoomed in, it's painful to see. This guy's also painful to see. Oh, everyone's zoomed in. Okay, pro tip of the day, you should just never play zoomed in, because zoomed out you can see so much more. It's like infinitely better. But here I basically sit in my base, AFK all day. I react a bit. I'm alt-tabbed a bit, but I have 2 screens, so I can be alt-tabbed and watch the thing at the same time. Just making sure that no one comes rushing in, that my base is still safe, and I keep massing up. Meanwhile, the Scott guy is like farming like crazy. He's like 12k, and he's gonna keep on skyrocketing. And these 2 are AFK as well as can be, which I didn't quite realize. I had a hunch at when I was playing this game, because they were like, well, of course, this is a huge hunch. 707-minute mark, still 250 bounty. That's AFK. You can assume that. Meanwhile, everyone's just farming away. The reason I'm AFK is just because I want to mass, but here I'm supply blocked like a noob. Here I was like, hey, wait, I'm supply blocked. I think I was supply blocked for a really long time. So I did disable marine spawn, so marines wouldn't spawn, and then I just killed my marines, so it would free up supplies for the zealots. But unfortunately, they keep on thinking. Now finally, everybody realizes, like, or this team guy realized, like, hey, this guy's AFK. Finally, here I got supply blocked again a bit, but this time I realized it rather quickly. Like, hey, better kill my everything. Meanwhile, this guy's here. Oh, this is the reason he fed so much. Is this guy zoomed out? Nope. Yeah, he was like 2k, and I'm still at my 900. Yeah, I'm still at 900. Here I scan. I'm like, hey, what's up with this base? And I see this high mass, and I figure what's going on, combined with the 250 thing. Now 10 minutes have passed, so it's time to move out. To get my warp zealots, get my towers, because towers are very important. I know that's a bounty, like twice as much, 3k and 1.4k. And noticing he has battle cruisers, and my warp zealots can't attack battle cruisers. He's very dangerous for me, so I can't just attack him recklessly, you know. I have to be absolutely certain I can win the engagement. Now, I know these guys were pretty bad, you know, with a bounty and all, so I'm gonna try and feed off of him, but I don't know. I don't want to get backed by top right, and they most likely are gonna see me, so I'm really adamant about getting my tower and all. Not being too greedy with my engagements here. Here, I already noticed the zealots from earlier on, so I knew Bastok was attacking. Here, juicy marines. Always want them juicy marines. This is like a very good engagement. I see yellow up top, and I do not want to engage him because he is such a better composition than me. With a BCs, it will melt me. Here, let's just go a bit slower. Here, I finally get the engagement. The way you do this is they have this blink, and it automatically activates. I get another armor and damage, by the way, and so I'm not really keeping to this build. But anyway, the way this works is when you attack move something, it'll just blink towards it. So if you attack move if you attack move like this marine, everyone will blink here, or almost virtually everyone, and then you'll have this crazy surround, which I did not do this during this engagement. That was pretty bad, and here it did activate, so that was nice. And as you can see, I just melted that. I saw the phantoms, and phantoms, not really good for the health of these zealots. Not really good for your zealot health, so hey. And we saw he got hybrid destroyers, and I was like, that's gonna be nice for the compounds. I expected him to go, I don't know, something else. I was kind of lucky there. And just keeping my mass up, and like, let's see how good this one zealot is. And here I send this batch just to snipe the compound. Compound of hybrid destroyer is like 450 minerals here. See an empty base, and I'm like, oh god, I'm so lucky. And I even get the compound here. I'm like, meh, checking it out. Do I get it? And yeah, barely got it. Not a whole lot of units left, but I got it. 450 minerals in the bank, and that's 550 minerals this guy needs to rebuild. So that's a lot of killing compounds is very important when you're gonna go this build. And here I saw him moving out, and I did not decide to do that. Yeah, I thought like, yeah, these guys are AFK anyway, so why not just attack him, you know? And I just completely ignore that for the rest. I'm like, yeah, it'll get saviored or killed very soon anyway. But I'm like, juicy marines, that's good for your warp zealots. And here I'm like, wait, they're still busy, what the hell, those zealots are doing good. So I decided to send another batch just you know, to farm a bit more, kill the compounds if I need to. Here, I think I just, I'm like, hey, let's kill the compound because more money. Yeah, I got these upgrades anyway. So now I focus on damage and armor. As you can see, 2 damage, 4 armor. It's a fairly good. I got 1 health as well. Not really focusing on health. Here the guy left, so no more savior, so I can just send in my entire mass without any problems. Here I'm like, yeah, oh. Here I'm like, gotta kill the command center and all. And I'm like, I want to recall back. I made a radar tower and I really wanted to recall, and here I finally recalled. I couldn't ever engage that successfully, so I see pink, I see it here, and the zealots are usually up front, so that means the marines, the juicy marines for me, are at the back of the army. See, that means good feed for me. So I just walk on by, you know, and I walk in here manually, and then I attack a single unit. That's the way you get your engagements. And there and here, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this batch back a bit, because I don't want to waste everything. And then I see like, wait, I'm winning, why not just help? And so I try to attack the most back unit, but I did it too soon, so they blinked forward but not over the army, which sucked. And I'm getting called. And we are back. As you can see, I pressed the beta menu thing accidentally, but hey. Okay, so anyway, I got a nice feed of that, and as you can see, my bounty just skyrocketed here. I got 6k, and the other guy has 5k. And here I set, there I set 2 different groups. One is going to attack this compound, the other one is going to attack this compound. And the idea behind this is like, one is just going to attack this one, and his ally, being a nice ally, is most likely going to help him, meaning that this compound will be undefended, so this group can kill this compound. That's the thought behind this. That's the thought behind this engagement, and as you can see, I got this one, and then like, yeah, let's send this one in. As you can see, he's gonna help his ally. Should have sent this one in a bit sooner, but hey, it doesn't matter. Here I got this compound, and I got the other compound, which was the ideal situation. And here I see this large group, and I couldn't really engage that with a small bow, so I got the other ones with them. Here I scan the base. I do this so I can check if there's a savior. Here I see the savior, so I retreat. As you can see, that might not have been clearly visible, but I didn't lose a whole lot of units due to this nice scan. I retreated on time, got the compound. I'm a happy panda. I see Pink moving to help his ally, but I got saviored. Wah wah wah. But it doesn't quite matter. Here I have these few zealots. I'm looking like, hey, can I kill the compound? And as you can see, zealots have like insane DPS, so I managed to do that. These Warp Zealots have like 10 attack upgrades already. I kind of didn't go for a lot of armor anymore after the like 20-minute mark. And more for the damage. And as you can see, it deals 36 damage. But notice that it has 2 attacks, so it deals like 70 damage per hit with a 0.7 weapon speed. So that's like insane amount of damage. If you can consider multiple units. And here I see this juicy marine ball, and I'm like, oh snap, that's juicy as hell. So I tried. So I engaged that, and as you can see, that's just so much money there. Here I saw a creep, and I looked at like what that creep was, and it was Reaver Compound. Also, they can blink to the high ground if you'd like move the unit which is on the high ground, which I did. So I got the tower there, which is also a nice little mechanic you can abuse. And whoa, that zealot there is like walking the thing. Here I see all the marines, and I'm like, oh, marines, juicy. Also, I noticed he switched to fire bats, which suck. Fire bats are like so OP versus warp zealots. Like if you're having difficulty with the warp zealots, choose fire bats. Unfortunately for this guy, he was 4.5k. I was 10k. That's a bit too late. I also got a medevac because medevacs are like super nice. I realized that the one command center was already dead. But medevacs are also super nice combined with the warp zealots. Yeah, there I realized like, wait, he's dead. Well, medevacs are super nice because you can just unload on top of the enemy army, and then they can also just blink. So that's even extra nice. And here it was ideal for this. Look at this. The warp zealots just blink in. I got almost a complete surround. Everything is just dying. So many +12s. Even though there were +12s, I didn't care. Or even though there were battlecruisers, I didn't care. Everything was just dead. Here I send them here just to kill like everything. Try and kill, and look at the marines there. But the firebats are pretty damn annoying. And here I decide to go for the compound again. This is basically what you want to do, is just kill compounds. That's your main focus. Kill the compounds, and then you're gonna be a happy panda. Here I was like focusing on this, and then my shit got attacked here, which was a bad idea. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta engage attack this. Yeah, I got killed. I got 1 battlecruiser and 3 battlecruiser and the compound, so I didn't really care. It was worth it. 15k. Should have spent my money a lot better.
Upgrade complete.
Decided to switch into marines. To be honest, this was really too late. I got like, notice I had like at one point I had like 22k, and I dumped it on armor. But I should have attacked the marines. But on the other hand, I had such a bounty lead, I was just YOLOing this. I was like YOLOing a large part. Here, I set the rally point here because he used the savior as soon as all his mass was dead. And you should always savior before your mass is dead, because now I can just rally point my merc to him and he can't do anything. He'll just die from everything. So I noticed the rally point wasn't far enough, so I set it a bit further ahead. And yeah, that's basically how I play Warp Zealots. If you want to be like a cool kid, you should if you want to be a cool kid, you should add like you could add Dark Templar or a medevac way sooner and a bit more serious. I just added a medevac yeah, basically because I could for the YOLO, but hey, medevac is a really cool unit, but it's a really hard unit as well. And Dark Templar is really strong with a Void Prism. And in short, basically what you want to do is you always want to just attack behind the enemy army. That's the whole idea behind playing this. Just when you're having an engagement, attack the unit in the back of the enemy army, and then you should have an almost complete surround instantly. So yeah, do that, be happy. As you can see, with the marines right there, could have been a bit better, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave the questions down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Yo.